Now we are checking how this IP settings. First, go here, and this is your wireless or net adapter. Go to Internet settings, and then go for adapter setting. Now you see, maybe you have a multi of the adapter settings for the IP address setting. If someone you are not using, and you just disable it. But in case that maybe you are connected the PC directly to the RSIP, and then you need to enable this one. And then when you go double click and go for the settings and go to the IP settings, and make sure that and all of these ones, your PC and the router and your RSIP and in the same IP range. Usually by default the RSIP, the address should be 192.168.1.100, and then the first three groups should be the same settings, and in your RSIP, your PC, and your router. Only the last numbers that you can change, and also by default, and the submask address will be doing like that. Usually, this is kind of type C classification of IP address. If you don't know what is type C, and check Google driver, and check in Google and search. And then this one, since I'm using the wireless connection, so disable this wired one, and then go for this one, and then you can check this is the detail and whatever I have for this IP address. This is the way to check your IP address, and I set the IP address and make a clean environment and disable all other adapters. And another way, and you can also check your address by command, and then come here and input the CMD. You can use in the IP configure, the command. Then now you see, and my IP address is looking like this, .1.211. And then you need to pin, and maybe pin the router, if the connection is good. It's showing that's nothing lost, everything is okay. And then you can pin the RSIP to see if the connection for RSIP is good or not. Okay, now through this with the RSIP, and you can make sure that your RSIP and the connection good. And then we are go to the smart cloud as a final check. Every time, and do remember to run a smart cloud as an administrator, and you can go here and for settings once and for all, check the compatibility, and then check always run as administrator. And then when you click, if you are not running as administrator and on the Windows 10, and you will pop up some of the error messages. Usually don't change this one. By default, the username will be user, and the password also be user. And then you can see from here is the version of Smart Cloud. So always keep the latest version. Then check the configurations and the connection. Find your right IP. In case that maybe you have multi IPs, so select the right one and then restart Smart Cloud. Since I have only one, so no need to restart. And then click here, and you can get a fast search tools for Smart Cloud. And you will also find that the version of Smart Cloud can be listed here. And your IP address, if you have got the right IP, and it will be showing at the corner, like this one. So when you search, if you find the devices, find your RSIP, and then it's showing. Okay.